One CEO says that, hey, you know what? If you go to my restaurant, you don't have to worry about tipping. This is the CEO for Noodles Company. And Kevin Reddy says, look, we want our waiters and waitresses, we want our service, I should say, because I don't know if they have waiters and waitresses. It's actually kind of like a fast food type place. We want the service to be good. We don't want you to feel like you have to pay extra for good service. So as a result, don't worry about tipping. We have a no tipping policy. Let me give you his words exactly. Being nice doesn't cost you anything. And we don't really feel that folks should have to pay something additional for us to appreciate that they're choosing us over another restaurant. I kind of like that.
So, yeah, okay, that's the interesting part. So he's raising their salaries, right? So it's not like he's screwing them over. No tip sounds bad, like, oh, boo, bad guy, right? No, but he's raising their salaries and he's taking the pressure off us.
By the way, he's raising their salaries to above minimum wage because a lot of people who work in the service industry will actually get paid below minimum wage and they get compensated in tips instead. That's not the case here. They're making more than minimum wage.
Drop it. I'm going to come out so strongly in favor of this that I might overwhelm the court. I'm not even, I know what you just did at court, but I might not even allow you guys to vote. I love this policy because he's not screwing over the guys. He's saying, hey, my workers, I'm going to pay them more than what they normally pay at fast food restaurants. Great, win, right? And I hate the pressure of a tip. Now, if you're sitting down at a restaurant, we're all used to it, and we do the tipping, etc. But when you go to a fast food place or whatever, and then they have the cup out, and you're like, oh, I don't know how much I'm supposed to give. Is it supposed to be the standard 20? No, it's 15. No, but it's the thing. It's different. It's 10. It's 5. I don't know. My value. Oh, she didn't see me. God damn it. Then I got to Costanza it and take it out and put it back in. Okay, and then you get caught taking it out. No, I don't actually do that, but it does go through my head. Okay, so this is a clear win for everybody, right?
I think that this is definitely a win. I agree with you, and let me come at it from a different perspective. A lot of people who work in the fast food industry or are waiters and waitresses, you know, you can make the argument that, hey, you know what, you can actually make more money if you rely on the tipping system. But then it's not a guarantee, you know, you don't have a set salary or you don't have a set wage, and as a result, you have to kind of like depend on the goodness of people to ensure that you get paid enough. And you want to know something? I don't trust the goodness of people. Well, a lot of people don't tip. I had a friend who was a waitress at this place called Big Wangs. Yes, that was the name of the place.
Big Wangs.
And yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
And she
What do they sell, hot dogs?
No, wings.
Oh, wings,
yeah.
okay.
And
Big Wangs wings?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Right.
Okay, anyway,
There are several of them in LA. But anyway, people wouldn't tip her. Like, she would have the largest parties. They would order alcohol and order after order of wings, and she would work so hard on those tables, and they would not give her tips. And she was so mad. People would walk out a lot, too.
If you're getting a big wang, at least give just a tip.
Okay. You couldn't help it.
Okay, now here's the flip side to that. I don't trust waiters and waitresses. They're going to hate me. Okay, go ahead. You bring in the hate, right? I actually think they make more than the rest of us, okay? And by the way, John Iderola, Johnny Pie here at the Young Turks, was a waiter, right? So we often go to him for this. And in the morning meeting when we were discussing this, he's like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like it at all. You know why he got nervous? Because they actually make more than the rest of us because of the tips.
He knows that he hosts on the largest online news network. Like he's going to be fine.
Okay, no, but back when he was a waiter, he says that he made more from tips than he would have otherwise if they paid him a good salary. So the tipping is a scam for the waiters and waitresses. And you know what they always say, there's my long spiel on it. Oh, I've said it a million times. Oh, but they work really hard. And the rest of us are fucking bums, right? Like the guy who just came in and worked construction for however many hours, he doesn't work really hard. Oh, the waiters, I know you work really hard and I love you for it. But like we should pay you a salary for that, right? Yeah. And all right, so I'm clear on this. How do you guys rule? Justice Jackson.
I've been proposing this for years. Every time we have the reoccurring TYT discussion about tips, and everybody gets mad at customers, which by the way I tip, but I just don't go to these stupid places. But after you tip it, I kept, he gave 12.3%. He's supposed to give 13. Oh my God, he gave 14.5%. He's supposed to give 15. Oh God, shut the fuck up and go back to work. But really, the thing is, you're getting mad at customers, get mad at your boss for not paying you minimum fucking wage. So finally, this guy's doing exactly what everyone else should do. So instead, the boss walks in and says, "Hey, I'm taking this job. I'm gonna pay you $3.75 an hour." Get mad at everyone else. What job allows that? So you take a job and then say we're working here, and Cenk hires me and says, "You know what, dude? I'm paying you $1.95. Get mad at everyone else, not me." What world are we living in?
Everybody pay JR through tips. But he works really hard.
And you know what? And as Johnny I says all the time, well, I think he always tries to portray this. Oh my God, we get screwed over. So don't you know there's that one time that we didn't get anything? And then how about those 18,000 other times when you got more than what?
Yeah, how about the time Michael Schur walked in and gave you a 35% tip?
How often does that happen?
And also, and with big parties, they've taken care of that. I feel like everybody does gratuity. If you have a party of 10 minimum, they're like, oh, by the way, before you even order anything, you owe me $35 for the tip before you even start.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
I don't know how I feel about automatic gratuity.
Yeah.
I know.
No, and it happens all the time. And by the way, the suggested gratuity now, it's creeping up, right? It used to be like 10, 15, 20, whatever, right? I remember days when standard was like if you got to 15, that was, that was pretty good. Now like 15, like you spit in their eye. Oh, 15, you fucking bastard, right? Anyway, now the suggested gratuity on the checks in LA are 18, 20, 25. Soon they're going to be 45. You think they won't be? You think they won't be 45%? Anyway.
No one's going to go.
Okay, wait for it. Anyway, Jesus.
No, yeah, too easy, man. I like not having the pressure to feel like that I have to over-tip somebody for their crappy service.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And that's the thing. Tips create stress.
Yeah.
Okay? Just pay them a good wage. That's what we're massively in favor of. And in this case, he is paying them a good wage. The most clear decision in TYT Supreme Court history. 4-0, unanimous. Noodles and Company. Great job.